Welcome back, everybody, to another Peak Play. The game that we'll be playing today is Assassin's Creed 3. I've been waiting on this game since probably Assassin's Creed 2 came out, not because of Brotherhood or Revelations. I knew those were kind of like a build-up moment to kind of bridge the gap between Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 3. And I just really wanted to kind of do a nice little peek at this game and kind of get people see how people react on how this game is actually doing. But hey, let's go ahead, check this game out, and see how it plays compared to its predecessors. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start a new one. I'm just going to name it Peak Play. Okay, there we go. Wish there was a delete all button. Peak Play. Darn it. Space. Oh, I can't space. Oh, interesting. There we go.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Alright, now that we're done with the long intro, I've actually noticed that a lot of series and games and all that have actually been doing the whole recap thing, which I really appreciate, because there's a lot of people out there that actually either hasn't played the first few games, or they don't replay the games to refresh their memory. And doing recaps in games, a very good example would probably be Dead Space, Mass Effect, and everything. That actually has been doing it for the past maybe 2 years now, is actually it's actually nice to kind of have that quick refreshment just in case you kind of miss things or just something has went over your head when you were playing the games before. And having the developers, do that recap for you, all the things that you really should know, is really nice. So now that we have that, and a lot of people that don't know about the Assassin's Creed games, they kind of did what Mass Effect 3 did, where they said, hey, this could actually be a good time to start your Assassin's Creed experience, is to kind of pick it up on the third one.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
All right. Start to progress. Whoa. It's kind of like jumping. That's interesting. It's like, wait, am I in the Animus? No. Just supposed to be real life. Alright. Move, Dad. And if the people don't know what the heck Desmond is holding right now, he is holding the Apple of Eden, which is a nifty little weapon that you can use from, I think, all the way to Assassin's Creed 2 is when you actually start to use it. You can actually use it. You actually see it in the first one, and but you don't get to use it though. But you witness its power in the first one, and it's pretty interesting. Rah! Right, here we go.
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
And he's blacked out again.
Do you hear us?
Alright. Frame rate looks good.
Yeah.
Looks around,
the temple triggered a
looks pretty close to 60 frames per second, but it might just be like a few frames underneath it. At least right here, if you can see it.
Making sure I was okay.
Doesn't look that bad.
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Still has the fist pound.
Right.
I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you.
No, it's fine.
Got a high profile.
And I know what I'm looking for, by the way.
It's like the animations are good. Yeah, he
no idea
kind
where
of
it is,
stops
though.
himself.
Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
There we go.
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right.
All
What
right.
do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Right. Learning the basics. Yay. Let's go. Free run this. Free run this crap. I'm the champion. Champion of free running.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on
Woo.
these objects.
So far, everything is tight. Everything is all good and ready to go. Looks like they, from what I've noticed, especially at least in this installment, like free running and climbing is all one button. All you have to do is hold down the right trigger and just move your analog stick to where you're wanting to go.
This little obstacle course.
They simplified it and also tightened the controls, which is really nice. So you can do other things while you're free running. So if you really want to do a quick assassination, you don't have to actually hold down like A and right bumper
That's
because
a constraint. These are optional
if I do
objectives
remember
that raise your
correctly,
synchronization rate.
in order to do like
All
a
right, Desmond,
high-profile
follow the
sprint,
on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
you're supposed to hold down like A, right trigger, move into the direction where you want to go, and then press X, which isn't complicated, but it's like one extra button they really didn't need. So, yeah, they actually switched from like, you know, a quick, nice little jog that not is necessarily like, you know, it's like in the middle of high profile and stealth, to where instead of holding down A or just pressing the right trigger to go to a jog, all you have to do is easily squeeze, like halfway squeeze down on the right trigger, and you'll go into a pretty decent jog. Alright, so he's not dead, I think. No, he's just knocked out. I just knocked the shit out of him.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
I didn't do a air thing. Alright, so she wants me to jump the gap. Alright. There we go. She wants me to jump that? Okay, I got it. So weird. It's a pretty interesting way to introduce new players to the mechanics, though, or to just refresh your memory. It's like, okay, how does this game play again? It's like, oh, it plays like this. Okay.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Right, this isn't Connor. Seems like some other guy. This guy will most likely be another one of your ancestors. I'm guessing maybe Connor's dad. Or, you know, someone, or maybe even Connor's grandfather. We don't know yet. But what I will do is, I'm going to, oh, who's this?
Everything all right, sir?
People are coming out of the woodworks.
I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're
Interesting that the
Front of
whole
the opera
world is
house.
coming to
Be
life.
quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
done? I'll bring her round at once.
Yeah, I do have to say this is probably his Connor's father, because you're not playing as Connor. Why go 2 lifetimes before it? I'm guessing this might be before we get to America.
Invitation,
Yep,
please.
yep, 1754.
Shall I
That
take
would
your coat,
have to
sir?
be his dad, not his grandfather.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
So I shall.
Good evening, evening, sir.
God, that's a lot of
This
people.
way, please.
There's a crap ton of people.
My apologies.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pass gas. Sorry. Excuse me.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Alright. Still, it looks like they still have eagle vision. It's nice. Oh. There's him. There he is.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
He acts in a double capacity, both against
I
roads
already
and
have.
for. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall at second
Alright.
order trial comes on in the afternoon.
Time to get out of the seat. And I guess reach that guy. So,
1,000 pardons.
first. Interesting that we're doing our first assassination pretty early on in the game. Alright. So we'll do that. Don't mind the guy climbing the ladder or anything like that. Oh, wait. There we go. I'm totally not out of these people's range of sight. Right. Climbing is... You know what? I don't even have to hold down the right trigger anymore to do speedy climbing. It's really nice. I wonder if I could, like, interrupt that. So much for money well spent. It's like, okay, you spent money on a theater, and you don't even use it correctly. It's kind of like people going to movies and spent most of the movie making out and all that. It's like, well, that was a waste of time. In my opinion, anywhere. Alright. There we go. Find a way backstage, I shall. What is this? Lockpicking. Very interesting. Huh. Alright. Did I get it? Oh, it's weird. It's like the, what do you call it? Oh, that was easy. I'm trying to figure out what game did that type of lockpicking. It was either the second BioShock game or it was one of like, oh no, I think I know what I'm trying to thinking of. I'm thinking of one of the Elder Scrolls games that has the 2 analog lockpicking. No one saw that. Awesome. Right, here we go. Excuse me, people. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Thinking we're one step closer to our assassination. Oh, yep. There he is. So what did this guy do in order to get assassinated?
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Didn't see anything, kid. Go along. No, those two saw my face. I'm gonna have to book it. Yep, it's going to be a lot of problems. Oh man, this got his ass knocked down. Crowds. Oh no. Oh crap. Crowds. Alright, try not to go in high profile. Alright. Oh, it looks like the whole entire theater is freaking out. Awesome. That ruined the production company right there. It's like, ah, crap, there goes our theater. Everyone wants their money back. Imbecile. Is that King Louis?
Where are you going?
Not Louis the Fifth, or I think it's King Louis. That is King Richard III. No, that has to be King Louis. He was known for that wig. Oh man, look at this crowd. It's actually cool. I forgot what. You know what? The last game that did a crowd kind of like this was Hitman Contracts, or is it either Contracts or Blood Money? But that was another game that actually did crowds pretty interesting. Crowds were a little weird because everyone didn't really interact with each other when they were walking by each other and all that. But it was very nice to just walking through a crowd. God, interrupt your freaking driver.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
It's an amulet. I'm wondering if that's the key that the girl was talking about.
Gentlemen,
Maybe.
I hold in my hand a key, and if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Oh, yep.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
And on to America. Fully synchronization. That, I guess, is a little hint that there are still little boundaries that you can, they'll put a place on you to where you'll have to meet certain specifications in order to fully synchronize a segment. So it's pretty interesting. Day 2. That tune sounds familiar.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Alright. Looks like we have our first taste of the mini-map. See what's on the mini-map. All icons. Let's see. Oh, I can't look at it though. That stinks. Well, looks like there are 2 new things that are on the map. Looks like they are... Let's see what those are.
A moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal, more lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
Yep, it does. It is Great Britain around that time. It's very unsettling. So I'm guessing those little icons, those little speaker icons are, they're probably missable too, but they're little things where you can get nice little, you know, just things around the world that you probably would have missed.
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
Probably to get to know characters. That would be a nice thing.
Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, those are probably just little background notes that you can probably activate whenever, but I do think that those little icons are probably missable things. If not missable, they stack up over time. But there might be missable things in this game. I don't really know. I haven't really confirmed that. Looks like we have mini games that we can play. Looks like chess or something. Something close to chess around that time. I don't know if chess was really there. Or not chess, but checkers. That's what it is. Looks like that is another version of whatever that guy is playing. Let's go upstairs. Oh, ha, ha. Fresh air. Looks like, let's see, where are we right now? I'm guessing we're still in Europe. Or at least in Britain or somewhere in there.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender par now.
Try and pick a fight.
So I thought. And yet here you be.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
We got a fight on our hands. Oh, snap. Combat. Alright, do it. Do it now. Come on. Throw your first punch. Fine. Oh. Okay, hold it. There we go. So a hold down B to parry. There we go. There we go. Now attack. Oh, yeah.
Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fella, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Do it. Oh, yes. Oh man, this did a wrestling move on him?
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
I like how he's wanting to fight me again, but his whole entire shirt's covered in blood. Oh, drop kick. Nice.
Do you yield?
Never!
Oh, you're screwed, dude. Oh, yeah, definitely. Do it. Do it. Aha!
What's the meaning of this? Captain, explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
He's thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Radio.
Oh, I nearly forgot.
Oh,
There's
snap.
a knife back.
Very hostile to the
I don't care
character.
for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear
Wow,
your crew
talking
has no
to the
respect for you.
talking to the captain like that, man. Got
I
some
don't
balls.
want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Alright, now that we got a little bit of taste of the combat in this game, shall look at some other things. Yeah, they're slowly introducing you to everything. I'm guessing they'll probably do that throughout a couple more sequences. I'm probably going to do one more sequence after this. Probably a little bit more of the, well, whatever they throw at me. And then I'll call it a day for the peak play. So far, the storytelling is pretty much the same, kind of showing you what the characters in time, what's going on throughout the timeline. They're also giving you little things that you can read up on. You can easily miss those if you don't see them popping up, but you can always go back to the indexes and everything and read up on certain characters, objects, and events throughout time. So they still have that into play. I've been seeing them popping up here and there. So I could have actually read up on the captain before kind of talking to him, but it looks like I was, you can do whatever you want. You can always read up whenever, probably do missions whenever you want. It is one of those games where it is a, you play as you go.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
This game, though, does feel and look polished, though. There's a lot of details throughout this whole entire area.
Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should...
Alright, let's talk to these guys. See what they need. Or won't. I don't know. How's the guys I beat up?
For another fight? That it? Go away.
Right. I'll just knock your ass out later. Alright. So looks like there's two other people I can talk to. I'm going to talk to those guys first. Because I really do think that those little listening, you know, kind of talk to other characters, you can probably miss.
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Louis
Kenway.
is French.
So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so nasty. Honest.
He has a French
just the
name,
past
but
few
he's
crossings have been
British.
a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs. Reduced rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
Alright. One more person to talk to. There he is.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Well, that was productive. Alright. Let's talk to this guy. Since he is the main person.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Yeah, I'll probably talk to the... You know what? Talk to the cook. He's probably wealth of information, probably. Yeah, they have to be drunk.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Alright. That's not right behind me, man. He's like, okay, he's back to the left. Your sense of direction is messed up.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me.
Alright, I'll follow
what
you.
you want to know.
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Alright. So as you guys can see, to the top right as the optional objectives, so I have to lose less than 10% of my total health in order to 100 synchronize it. It looks like I've already done it though, from what it seems. So I guess that was during that whole little spiel between the crewmates. So that's all nice and dandy. Yeah, it looks like I've already done it. So cool. So there are optional things that, if you want to 100% the game, those are things you want to kind of probably focus on.
How are things?
Calm and quiet, just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit, stretch my legs, that's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that?
That's not quiet at all.
Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
And no one else knows except for me, for some reason. Like, literally, does no one else hear that? Alright, let's see who's throwing it overboard. Most likely don't know. Oh. Is there one up there? Ah, there is. Oh, you know what? It's probably the captain. Wonder if we can talk to the captain. Yeah, he's definitely an assassin if he's able to move like this. Alright, Captain. Let's talk to your drunk ass.
You must expose whatever they're plotting.
Your crew's a tight-lipped bunch. But I'll see what I can do.
Well, hurry up.
Does everyone on the ship have to be assholes? Right. Well, I'm gonna go over now. Looks like there's one more person I can talk to. Let's see, who's... Oh, I can talk to him again?
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
No, same conversation.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them.
Weird that he can initiate the conversation again. It's not that good. Thought they would be off. Yeah, everything else gets cut off except for that conversation. Weird.
Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
Ah, hello. What's this?
Fish and biscuits?
Curious.
Curious.
Most curious.
Someone is leaving a trail. Yeah, this has been a very quiet peak play.
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down!
Barely hit us.
Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
It's weird effects with the swords. It's very, it's like it's slowing down the swords movement. emphasizing that the sword is sharp, I guess. Alright, sword fighting. Oh. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's a dead man.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right. We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Alright guys, well it is time for me to end this peak play. It's been a little bit longer than expected, but hey, from what I've actually played so far, I liked it. It is a little slow when it comes to introducing the mechanics of the game itself. All you've really got to really play around with is movement and basic combat, which I guess is all well and done, but I guess you really don't get to see what this game is all about until probably after the second, third, or God knows even fourth sequence. I guess you don't really, I guess everything will probably be introduced to you once you play as Connor. So if you want to really know what this game feels like, that's probably when you would have to keep playing until around Connor, until they start introducing all the new things that they've added to the series, which is probably like hunting, all the new side missions you can do. I've definitely known that one of the biggest things that people are talking about is the homestead missions, which is like it's like a secondary storyline within the story, to where you're pretty much building up your own parcel of land and your own little community. And I think, wow, that's actually really good. It's kind of like the whole in Assassin's Creed 2, building your manor and your little fortress. Instead of building a fortress, you're building practically a whole section of land in a community, which actually makes me very interested. I could probably see me doing that and the main story all together at once. So that's one thing I'm really excited for. But hey, I know this peak play was probably the most quietest and less of me to actually talk about, and I didn't really want to talk about talk a lot about things too much, due to the fact that a lot of the content was mainly cutscenes and storyline, which, as you guys know, for me, I don't like talking over the dialogue or cutscenes, so I usually try that. But yeah, if you want to see more about this game, I will probably be doing a playthrough of all of the Assassin's Creed games, or just the third game. Most likely I'll probably just do the third game and see how that is, but I'm still deciding. But yeah, next peak play coming up will be Halo 4, and that should come up probably the day after I post this one up. So look forward to that. And tell me what you guys think of Assassin's Creed 3 and what you think about the future of the series. But no spoilers. If you do any spoilers on the comments, I will have to remove it, because there are people that will be watching this video that doesn't even know anything about Assassin's Creed. But yeah, definitely comment down below on what you think and how you think about the pacing of the game, gameplay, visuals, and other things like that. Like a little mini review in a way. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for the likes and subscribes, and I'll see you guys again next time. Enjoy yourself.